I'll explain everything to you. You're going to be arrested for shoplifting for now, and then we'll go over everything.
Do you know if I'll be...
We'll figure that out. I'm going to hopefully try and get you on a summons and release, but I can't guarantee that.
Okay.
All right? So just turn around and put your hands behind your back.
I'm sorry, guys.
Well, I'm sorry you're in that position, but stealing some milk or some food is a lot different than $500 worth of stuff, you know?
It was milk and jackets. It was because I took 8 cases of milk.
Black Friday 2023. The day after Thanksgiving in the Target off Route 35 in Middletown Township, New Jersey. By the time this body camera switches on, the hard part is already over. The woman waiting in the store's asset protection office was stopped on her way out. Her cart has been counted, and the total on the receipt is more than $500. In New Jersey, that number is not a detail. It is the line between two completely different crimes. What follows is 38 minutes in which nobody shouts, nobody resists, and nobody reads anybody their rights, and in which she talks herself, calmly and completely, into a confession that nobody ever asked her for.
Should my sister leave?
I don't know who your sister is.
She's waiting for me outside.
Is your first name Elizabeth?
No, Nina.
Nina?
Yeah.
Elizabeth is your last name?
I don't know what's my last name.
Elizabeth's your middle name?
What the officer is doing for these first 6 minutes is not investigating. He is collecting. A written statement from the store, the receipt with the itemized total, and the security video, which asset protection will email to him later. That paperwork is the case. And notice who actually made the stop, not him. New Jersey's shoplifting statute lets a merchant with probable cause take a suspect into custody personally, in a reasonable manner for no more than a reasonable time. Hold on to that phrase. In a few minutes, she is going to say how long she was really held.
Just give me 1 sec.
I'll never come back here. I think that anything. I'm just a single mother trying to figure this out. I'll never do this again. It was just a mistake. I didn't know what to do.
All right. Just let you know you are being recorded. All right. Just stand up.
I'm being recorded.
Yeah, you can hang that up. You can make the phone calls
I'm
later.
going to jail.
I'll explain everything to you. You're going to be arrested for shoplifting for now, and then we'll go over everything.
Do you know if I'll be...
We'll figure that out. I'm going to hopefully try and get you on a summons and release, but I can't guarantee that.
Okay.
All right? So just turn around and put your hands behind your back.
I'm sorry, guys. There's nothing else we can...
Not at this moment. No. Maybe you want to get back to get your hands out of your pockets. Turn around.
No, I was just... Can I give my stuff to my sister?
You have... Is this... What else you have
My
besides
bag
this?
and my phone.
Yeah, go ahead and empty your pockets out for now.
Watch what he does the moment he uses the word arrest. He names the charge, shoplifting, before she can ask for it. He tells her what he is going to try to do for her, and then he shuts the door on it. I can't guarantee that. He will say that sentence again in almost the same words twice more. An officer who promises an outcome he does not control hands a defense lawyer an argument that everything said afterwards was bought.
Just turn your wrist that way.
Can I do it this way?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, can
So I'm not taking the cuffs off right now.
That's fine.
Right?
Can I smoke a cigarette?
Not right now, no.
Okay, and I'm not, do you think I'm going to be able to go home today?
I'm going to try and get you released on a summons.
What?
Hold on.
What would be the only thing that won't have me released on the summons?
Criminal history and stuff like that?
No, I don't have any.
You have no criminal history?
No warrant, anything.
Then we'll figure it out when we get in. I can't guarantee you, but I'll try.
Is it like the system, or is it something I can't put my leg like? Well, and my crutches are in her car.
And you're not able to take that knee brace off?
No, it's broken, and they're putting a cast on Monday. I'm in a shelter and everything.
Your leg is broken?
My knee.
Okay.
Like, I really just came in here I'm a single mom. I didn't have anything. I'm tired of my son just with the sad face and me getting stuff from people like, those guys asked me for my number, and he told me if I go in the bathroom, I'm going to call the cops.
Okay.
After I sat there and refused it, now you want to call.
Go back over what she just said, because it is the most serious thing anybody says on this recording, and nobody in it reacts to it at all. She says that 2 men in the store asked her for her number and told her that if she went into the bathroom, they would not call the police. She says she refused and that they called anyway. She says it a second time 12 minutes later to her sister, more plainly. All of this is only her account. Nobody has been charged, nobody is named on the tape, and we do not know who those 2 men were or whether they worked for the store at all. But it is worth saying what the law would call it if it were ever proved. Not extortion. Extortion requires obtaining property, and neither a phone number nor a bathroom is property. Not bribery. That statute is about public officials. It would be criminal coercion, threatening to accuse somebody of an offense in order to make them do something.
Who, me?
Yeah, because we got to figure out how to get you to the police station with this on your leg. Might have to have an ambulance transport you, because I don't know if I can get a car.
I don't want to do all that. I don't want to take that long. I'll take this brace off. How far is it to station?
5 minutes.
All right, because you're not making my life hard. You're trying to help me, so I'm not going to make your life hard. I want to help you. Like,
Okay.
I just did.
So you okay with me taking that off?
Yeah. Can we just call my son?
For the next 10 minutes, almost everything that happens is logistics, and almost all of it is about her knee. She cannot get into the back of a patrol car with a brace on her leg. He offers to call an ambulance to transport her, and she turns it down because it will take too long. So he calls her sister instead. The sister drives over, takes her phone, her bag, and her keys, is told where the police station is, and is asked to look after her son. And somewhere in the middle of all that, a woman in handcuffs asks again and again for a cigarette, is told no every time, and never once raises her voice about it.
In a car. I can't believe that guy said that. Like, what if I would have went to the bathroom and wouldn't have pulled you? Like, that's fucked up. Yeah. And can you bring me some chopstick? I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
I'm just like, he's had me in there for an hour and a half before they called you. I've been here for an hour. Like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's tried to bribe me, then the girl came in, and then it was...
She says the store held her for an hour and a half before anybody called the police. That is her account, not a finding. But it is worth knowing what the law actually allows here, because the answer is far less definite than people assume. The shoplifting statute gives a merchant with probable cause the power to detain you himself, and it protects him from being sued for doing it, but only if the detention is in a reasonable manner and for no more than a reasonable time. New Jersey has never fixed a number to that phrase. The longest periods its appellate courts have upheld outright are 27 minutes and 30 to 45 minutes. 90 minutes is roughly double the far end of that range. That does not make the detention unlawful. It makes it a question of fact, and it is a question nobody in this recording ever asks.
So what usually happens to shoplifters?
Well, you're gonna be back. I'm gonna bring you back to the headquarters. You're gonna get processed, right? You're gonna get fingerprinted and photographed. Unfortunately, the amount you stole is an indictable crime, which means you could go out to the county jail. But if you have no criminal history, it is shoplifting. If you're a repeated offender, then you're probably going to go out there. If you've never had it,
I never got arrested.
then I could probably get you on the warrant and hopefully released.
I never got arrested for nothing. I don't get arrested. I don't get in trouble. I don't have a warrant. My driver's license.
He used exactly the right word, indictable. In New Jersey, there are no felonies and no misdemeanors. There are crimes, graded 1 through 4, and beneath them, disorderly persons offenses. Shoplifting is graded on one thing only, the retail value of what you took. Under $200, it is a disorderly persons offense, and it stays in a municipal court. 200 to 500, a 4th-degree crime. Above 500, it becomes a crime of the 3rd degree, and the exposure on paper is 3 to 5 years and a fine of up to $15,000. Hold that number loosely. We will come back to what actually happens to a first offender. Her receipt is over $500, not by much. And the statute turns on a single word: exceeds. Exactly $500 is still fourth degree. A few dollars past it, and it is a different crime in a different courthouse.
This is your sister?
Yeah. She helped me get out of the domestic violence. She helped me change my name. It's very hard to change your name.
Where do you live currently?
Currently, I live in the Bronx.
In Bronx? So you are from New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to Maryland, had a baby, got my ass beat. Didn't want to leave because I thought I was in love.
The brace comes off in the parking lot in front of her sister, so she can bend the leg far enough to sit down. He lets the sister hold a lit cigarette to her mouth because her own hands are behind her back, and gives her a couple of drags before they leave. He dictates the address of the police station twice so the sister can follow. 1 Kings Highway, Middletown. The new building, you can't miss it. And then, for the third time, the same conversation starts over. Will she go home tonight? It depends on her record. He cannot promise. She asks it in a slightly different way. He answers it in almost the same words. And by now, neither of them is really talking about paperwork. She keeps asking because there is a child waiting in a car in that parking lot. He keeps hedging because the answer is not actually his to give. And listen to what the sister is being told to do in the meantime. Drive to a police station she has never been to, with a child in the car, and wait outside it. This is the decision the whole second half of the recording turns on, and almost everybody watching will get it backwards. He is not deciding whether to do her a favor. Since January of 2017, New Jersey charges people one of two ways. A complaint summons means you go home with a court date. A complaint warrant means you go to the county jail. The Attorney General's directive is explicit. An agency shall issue a summons unless a specific reason to seek a warrant exists: a history of missing court, an outstanding warrant, an unknown address, a danger to somebody. Shoplifting is on neither the mandatory nor the presumed warrant list, and a police officer cannot issue a warrant at all. He can only apply for one. So when he keeps saying he will try to get her a summons, he is describing a presumption, not a kindness.
More stuff, I went to jail.
Yeah, if you have a criminal history and this isn't your first time doing this, then you're going to go to county jail just based off of your history. This is your first time. Can't guarantee it, but more than likely you will be released on a summons. But I don't want to tell you, yeah, you're going to be released on a summons. And
so if I do go to the county, what happens after that?
You'll get brought out there. I'm sorry?
She'll have to see a judge.
She'll have to see a judge. The weekend, it'll probably be tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be tomorrow. Otherwise, you'd have to wait till Monday.
Right. Wow.
Can you take a step forward? I'm not going to have the knee brace and the crutches back there, so can you take them out?
Yeah.
3135, animal control is
and then just
notified.
put it next to the car. I'll throw them in the back. Just like it's. All right, go ahead and take a seat.
All right. Look, girl, take care of my son, and I'm sorry. I will never do this again. I swear to God.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dumb as shit. Oh my God. I should have took my naproxen.
Getting her into the car takes 2 minutes. She cannot bend the knee. She cannot steady herself with her hands. In the back of a patrol car is a molded plastic bench built to be hosed out. He buckles the seatbelt for her. He tells her he is not worried about her running. And then she says the thing that stays with you longer than anything else on this tape.
Hold on. I think you're leaning on it, so there you go. All right, sit back.
I've never broken any bone, and this is like the worst thing to break.
Sorry.
It's okay. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. For real. I'm better off in your hands than in there.
I don't know why.
He's blocking right.
He told her the station was 5 minutes away. She spends most of the drive apologizing to the man who is driving her to be fingerprinted and thanking him, which is the hardest part of this recording to sit through. Nothing about her has been checked yet. Nobody has run her name. And then, somewhere on Route 35, she asks the only question in this film that has an exact legal answer. And she asks it because she has already worked the answer out for herself. She wants to know whether the amount is the reason the police were called at all. What she gets back is a short, accurate lecture on how New Jersey grades theft, the only stretch of this recording where the law is explained out loud, correctly, by somebody who is not a lawyer. It is being explained to the person it is about to be used against.
58516.
So if it was less than $500, it would have
31346, transporting one female 41 from your location tax quarter, starting mileage 58516, 1606.
I'm sorry, say that again?
If it wasn't the amount I took, they would have never called the police.
Yeah, because certain amounts, I mean, they probably would have called us. Maybe, it depends. Certain amounts, yeah, you could still get arrested for even $1, but...
Yeah, stealing, you're not supposed to do it.
It's just the amount depends on the grading. Whether it's an indictable, disorderly persons, you know what I mean?
It's like, this is the first time I've ever stolen, and my luck is like, it's like, what? I had a bad feeling all day. My son didn't have any milk, and the whole milk he throws it up like cottage cheese. I didn't know what else to do.
Well, I'm sorry you're in that position, but stealing some milk or some food is a lot different than $500 worth of stuff, you know?
It was milk and jackets. It was because I took 8 cases of milk. It's like, I don't have a car. I didn't know when I was in it, I just greedy. I just took one and probably, been on my way. Not saying that was okay. And those sodas, I didn't even take the soda. I took water.
So where's your son at now?
He was with my sister.
In the car?
Yeah.
So she's going to care for him while you're being processed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her son is in her sister's car in the parking lot. She says she lives in a shelter, that she is from the Bronx, that she went to Maryland, had a baby, and was beaten there, and that the sister, now driving away with her child, is the one who got her out.
I'm sorry?
This
Okay.
is a lot going on. I'm just not doing great. A lot of losses, deaths in my family. I'm not thinking straight. So I'm just like moving on inputs, and this has not been good with me. My knee is broken. I'm trying to get away. Like I'm just doing everything wrong.
You said you've never been arrested or anything?
I got into a fight with a girl and she was charged on me, and the case got dropped because the video footage showed her jumping me, so like that case got dropped.
How old were you?
I'm sorry?
How old were you?
It was like 3 months ago when I first moved out here.
How old are you?
Oh, how old am I?
Yeah.
I'm 24.
24?
Nobody has read her rights, and nothing you have just heard is going to be thrown out because of it. Miranda does not attach to being arrested. It attaches to custodial interrogation, express questioning, or, as the Supreme Court put it, any words or actions the police should know are reasonably likely to draw out an incriminating answer. Look at what he actually asked her. Where is your sister? How old are you? Have you ever been arrested? Those are booking questions, and the court has recognized an exception for exactly that kind of record keeping. Everything else. The first time I've ever stolen. 8 cases of milk, she volunteered, into the silence, unprompted. In 2023, the New Jersey Supreme Court reversed 2 lower courts on precisely this point, holding that a spontaneous admission by a woman already in custody was admissible, because no interrogation had happened. She has spent 20 minutes confessing to a man who was mostly just driving. Everything that decides tonight happens in the next few minutes, and none of it is visible. Her New York license goes out over the radio. Dispatch checks New Jersey and the surrounding states for warrants and comes back with nothing. At the station, she will be fingerprinted on a live scanner, and that scan feeds an automated risk assessment, a score for how likely she is to miss court, a score for how likely she is to be arrested again, and a flag for violence. New Jersey has run its entire pretrial system this way since January of 2017. There is no cash bail to post. There is nothing to negotiate. There is a form. There is a supervisor. And there is a woman with a broken knee waiting to find out which of two pieces of paper she is going to be handed. One of them ends with her walking out of the building tonight and a first court date inside 60 days. The other ends in a county jail cell and a judge within 48 hours.
Hey, is there any way I can walk in my crutches? I won't do it right now. I'm not doing nothing.
I mean, you have nowhere to go, but all right,
I'm
stand up.
just saying, like, if
And you have nothing. I'm just gonna give you a quick pat down, all right? You have nothing on you, right? Chapstick.
oh yeah, that's just so.
All right, turn around.
Processing is deliberately boring. In the next few minutes, jacket off, sweatshirt off. He asks her what is underneath it before he asks her to take it off. And when she begins to remove more than that, he stops her. A quick pat down. Then a choice she is genuinely given. Sit on the bench with one wrist cupped to it or wait in a cell with nothing on her wrist at all. She takes the cell. And somewhere behind a door she cannot see, a supervisor is looking at the criminal history she has spent 40 minutes insisting is clean, and at the one entry she volunteered herself, a fight 3 months ago and a case that was dropped.
So I'm going to bring you into one of these cells. You can go to the bathroom, all right? I just talked to the supervisor. We're going to double check your criminal history. If you got nothing, he's okay with the summons. So,
Thank you so much.
so as long as you're not lying about your criminal history,
I swear to God, I'm not.
you'll get released from the summons, all right?
The last thing anybody says to her on this recording is that a supervisor has agreed to the summons as long as her criminal history turns out to be what she has spent 40 minutes insisting it is. That is the ending, and it is worth being precise about it. It means she goes home that night with a court date. It does not mean the charge goes away. She is charged with a crime of the 3rd degree, and on conviction, New Jersey requires at least 10 days of community service for a first shoplifting offense. But there is another rule almost nobody quotes. A person with no prior conviction, convicted of anything below a 2nd degree crime, must be sentenced without imprisonment, unless the court finds prison is necessary to protect the public. And that finding takes more than clear and convincing evidence. So the 5-year maximum was never really the risk. The risk was which piece of paper she was handed. And the one thing this recording never resolves is the thing she raised twice: 2 men, a bathroom, and an offer not to call the police. Nobody asked her a single question about it.